Hey up, business management class. Sorry, just making sure my hat's all right. So this is your first and only lecture of tut semester, and I hope you enjoy it. I am in love with a man. He's a great man. He's a big man. He's a powerful man, a cuddly man, a man with power, with humour, a man with great business savvy, and a man with grace, decorum, and dignitas. So I think by now you should know that we are talking about Father Christmas. So let's do our lecture, A Brief History of Father Christmas. I know this lecture inside out. I wrote it myself, and I fought for it to be on the semester board for 5 years. And finally, the university has given me permission. Santa, a man with an idea. So what happened is actually he didn't start off as Santa Claus, because Santa Claus is not a name. He started off as a man called Tarek Manzel, who just had, like any of us, had a whore wife and money troubles. So he did what any clever man would do and tried to fake his own death and begin a money laundering business in Southampton. Let's move swiftly on. The 3 stages of money laundering. Placement, layering, and integration. These are very key. You need to know these. State of Iowa versus Dr. Christmas. So, by the time he started money laundering, Tarek had changed his name to Dr. Father Christmas, which may have sounded good, but actually it did attract the attention of the law because they thought it was an odd name. Every part of his character was ripped down. The jury changed a few times. There were 311 witnesses to his charges, which ranged from simple petty theft and fraud, all the way to the more serious ones like bicycle theft and murder. 90 cross examinations. He was a religious man, was Tarek, so he had lots of crosses in his garage. So they were all examined and used to besmirch his name. 34 different judges used. Now you're probably wondering how this happened. Well, 32 of the judges were from Southampton law. Then they thought, oh, we'll take him on an episode of Jeremy Kyle, but that again, it's not a real law. That's not the lie detector test doesn't work. Trust me. I had to tell my wife that I didn't. Anyway, and finally they found the right lawyer in Judge Judy, and it was telegraphed to a large audience of. Moving swiftly on. He was found guilty on all charges. Santa took prison years. Prison does nasty things to a man. I've seen many rats. Many eat mice. I've seen a rat eat a mouse. And most disturbingly, I've seen a mouse eat a person. Santa was different though. He was built different, as the kids say. He ate the mice himself and would sell them to the guards for extra rice crackers, which was the only thing he was served. So what was he going to do, in prison? He joined a gang. These are some charts and graphs. I expect you to know every single one. Took Great Christmas Escape. Obviously, Santa Claus got out. You know that because you know the future, but he didn't know the future. So what could he do? He had to break out. And he did, and it worked. But where do you go now? To North Pole is where you go. Now, in the North Pole, no taxes, lower housing prices, no law enforcement, and most importantly, cheap labour. Santa, he did some bad things, let's say, but this was way back in 2000, so I think it's high time we forgive him. You know, he exploited the local natives, and using horrible genetic mutations, he turned them into the elves. He made them infertile, so he could only breed them, and he bred them short, so they couldn't start an uprising. But that's cheap labour, and every businessman should know you need cheap labour. Cons. Pictures are relevant. And so, a legend is born. A legend we all know. A legend we all love. And I hope you enjoyed the lecture. By the way, this technically isn't on the curriculum, so you're going to have to catch up on the lectures you've missed. Alright, how do you turn this on? No, not working. Ugh. I think it's off now. Yeah, it's good.